Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you've ever stepped into a sauna, you already know that incredible feeling of deep, penetrating heat. But what if you could literally multiply those restorative benefits just by flipping a switch? Well, today we're diving deep into exactly that. We're taking a close look at a piece of technology designed to completely upgrade the sauna experience, whether that's for your own personal home sanctuary or a heavy-duty commercial wellness center. We are looking at the LuxReda SA200 red light therapy panel. We're going to unpack exactly how this sleek device combines the deeply healing properties of multi-wavelength light therapy with serious industrial-grade engineering built to survive the absolute harshest environments.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to kick things off with the sauna therapy upgrade, then move into decoding the light spectrum, check out the high power and irradiance, look at surviving the sauna environment, and finally wrap up with professional grade for everyone. Let's get right into it.
Part 1. The sauna therapy upgrade.
Okay, picture this. You've got this sleek, modern black monolith on wheels, and it's practically glowing with intense red light right inside a classic wood-paneled sauna. It doesn't look like some clinical medical device that got awkwardly shoved into your relaxation space, right? It just seamlessly blends in. Because it's on wheels, you can roll it exactly where you need it while you're basking in the heat. It's a massive upgrade, really combining traditional heat therapy with targeted cellular therapy.
All right, moving on to Section 2, decoding the light spectrum.
Before we get into the exact wavelengths, we really need to nail down a crucial term here, NIR, or near-infrared light. Now, you might be familiar with visible red light, which is great by the way, but NIR, it operates on a completely different level. We're talking about invisible light energy spanning from 810 to 1060 nanometers. You literally can't see it with the naked eye, but man, your body absolutely feels it. Because it's not stopping at the surface, NIR penetrates much deeper, pushing right through the skin to get to deep tissue, muscle, and even bone. That is where the real magic of deep cellular recovery and reducing inflammation happens.
So how does this actually work in the body? Well, it's a dual-action approach. On the surface layer, you've got your visible red light, specifically those 630, 650, 660, and 670 nanometer wavelengths. These hit the upper layers of the skin, which is absolutely fantastic for skin health, collagen production, and just surface-level healing. But then, you go deeper. Those longer NIR wavelengths we just talked about, the 810, 830, 850, and that massive 1060 nanometer wave, they plunge right through those top layers down to the cellular level. When you blast the body with both of these at the exact same time, you're getting full-thickness, comprehensive therapeutic coverage.
Section 3. High power and irradiance.
200. That is the sheer volume of LED lamp beads packed into this single panel. We are not talking about a sparse array of weak bulbs here. These 200 LEDs are densely packed together, which means absolutely no weak spots or gaps in your coverage. When you sit in front of this thing, your body is getting a massive, uniform flood of therapeutic light energy. And, just as a quick side note, packing that many high-powered LEDs into one panel creates a lot of heat, which makes the engineering we're going to talk about later incredibly important. And it gets better, because those 200 LEDs aren't just pumping out one single type of light. The LuxReda SA200 uses a highly advanced 8-wavelength spectrum configuration. Honestly, this is super rare to see. Most panels out there give you maybe 2, sometimes 3 wavelengths, but here, you get the 630, 650, 660, and 670 nanometers for the red visible spectrum, plus the 810, 830, 850, and 1060 for the near-infrared spectrum. It's like a symphony of light. This exact mix maximizes the therapeutic benefits, because different cells and tissues respond best to different specific wavelengths. It is effectively throwing everything but the kitchen sink at your cellular recovery.
Now let's talk about the actual force of that light, what we call irradiance. The numbers here are kind of wild. At just 3 inches away, this panel delivers an immense 131 milliwatts per square centimeter. Even if you push it back to 6 inches, you're still pulling 110. At 9 inches, a highly effective 100 milliwatts per square centimeter. To put that into perspective, this level of power means your treatment sessions can be way shorter, while still being deeply effective. You're getting a massive dose of energy exactly where you need it in just a fraction of the time.
Which brings us to Section 4, surviving the sauna environment.
Look, we all know standard electronics absolutely fail in high heat. Trying to take a normal red light panel into a sauna usually ends about as well as taking a toaster into a bathtub. The plastic housings melt, the internal components literally fry, and the humidity causes instant short circuits. But the LuxReda SA200, it was engineered specifically to flip that assumption on its head. It's an incredibly rugged, heavy-duty solution built from the ground up to not just survive, but actively thrive in extreme heat and challenging moisture.
Just think about the sheer environmental abuse this thing can handle. It carries an industrial-grade IP65 waterproof and dustproof rating. That means it is completely sealed off against heavy sweat, accidental water splashes, and pervasive moisture. And the heat resistance? The SA200 can comfortably withstand ambient temperatures up to 50 degrees Celsius, that is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It literally shrugs off the exact conditions that would instantly destroy a standard consumer device.
So how exactly does it pull this off? Well, it essentially wears a suit of protective armor. First up, it uses a heat-resistant PC material for the housing. This is specially formulated for low heat buildup, so the device itself doesn't get dangerously hot to the touch. Second, the lens covering all 200 of those LEDs is completely sealed, totally locking out the sauna's harsh humidity. And finally, it's got built-in automated overheat protection. If things somehow push past the safe operational limits, the panel actually knows how to protect its own internal circuitry. It's just incredibly smart engineering.
Finally, Section 5, professional grade for everyone.
Now, despite all that rugged industrial engineering, the user experience is actually deeply customizable. You are fully in control of your session. The SA200 gives you independent brightness controls for the red and NIR light, offering anywhere from 1 to 100% dimming, so you can dial in exactly the intensity you want. It also features 3 adjustable modes. You can run pure red light, pure NIR light, or a combo of both for maximum impact. Oh, and brilliantly, it comes with a remote control. So when you're super relaxed, just sweating it out on the sauna bench, you don't even have to stand up to tweak your therapy.
And really, the proof here is in the pedigree. This device is backed by a massive wall of manufacturing and safety certifications. We're talking FDA 510K clearance, which means it meets incredibly strict U.S. medical device standards. It's got ISO quality and environmental standards, CE marks for European health and safety, plus MDSAP, TGA, and more. This extensively certified profile, combined with their OEM and ODM capabilities for custom branding, proves beyond the shadow of a doubt that this is a safe, thoroughly vetted, commercial-ready device. You can confidently put this in a high-traffic wellness clinic or safely run it in your own home.
Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder as we wrap up today's explainer. You've seen the sheer power of 200 LEDs pushing 8 distinct healing wavelengths. You know about the IP65 waterproofing and the massive heat resistance designed for the harshest saunas out there. So, I have to ask you, how could an industrial-grade multi-wavelength upgrade like this transform your daily wellness routine? Whether you're a biohacker outfitting a garage sauna or a clinic owner wanting to offer the absolute best to your clients, the LuxReda SA200 clearly represents a fascinating frontier in light therapy. Thanks so much for joining me to explore this tech today, and keep seeking out those upgrades to your health and wellness.